All right, I'm just going to get into it. I'm not going to take these long pauses anymore. Waiting on people to jump on. You just have to hit the replay. My name is Selkis Gray. I am a life coach for hire, liberator of women. I'm an artist, an author, a poet, a relationship expert, spiritual advisor, and a medicine woman of sorts. And the purpose of this channel is to help or administer wisdom to women who, under other circumstances, don't get the proper guidance. They get falsehood. They get false hope from men and falsehood from women. This is what most of you experience. So I've taken it upon myself. I've taken up the gauntlet, taken up the mantle, the torch, to be a beacon of light for women, for black women, for unattractive women in particular, all over the world, to tell you the truth about what's going on in society, about human nature, about, social things, social interactions, human nature, in particular with relationships. And the reason why I focus on relationships so much is because love, love is what usually closes the last chamber of your heart. Your parents usually destroy one or two, and even if they're good parents, they usually wind up inadvertently destroying one or maybe two chambers of your heart. Usually it starts with your parents. And then when you get into the romantic love, if let's say you had three chambers left, the first time you get your heart broken takes the rest of your chambers away. And you walk around after that as a zombie. You walk around zombie-like. Yes, you made the live. Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, Jazzy. Hey, Dana, Zen. So, yes, so that's what this thing is. I talk to a lot of women that want to, or should I say, don't know who they are. They say, I don't really know who I am. You don't know who you are, and you're 25, 35, 45, 55. Some of them don't know who they are. Why is this? Because everything you are is based on a performance. It's based on the approval of other people. You eat a certain thing because you feel it's okay to eat that certain thing because maybe your mother cooked it all your life, and culturally you're bound to eating this certain thing. And you don't like roti. Maybe it's Chinese food that you like, but because you're culturally bound to do what you've always done, you feel obligated to identify with things that people have given you without ever having explored, well, I don't like red, I like blue. Everybody in my family wears red, but I like blue. How do you find yourself? By doing what you're inspired to do. That's how you find out what you are, who you are. By doing what it is you want to do. It's really as simple as that. You don't know who you are until you are what you are through experiences. So you have to experience things to know, okay, I like this, I don't like that. Hey, I have a natural talent in this, I'm awful at that. I should do more of this, I should never do that again. You got to go through the trial and error in order to have this discovery. It's not going to fall in your lap. There is no shaman that's going to say this is what you're supposed to do in your life. And some of you are waiting around for this revelation, for Jacob's ladder to come, and so you can climb up to heaven and get your assignment. Trial and error is how it's done. Buffers, and I don't know how to fix that. I hate how my lives buffers. I might have to go back to pre-recorded stuff. What do y'all feel about that? I love the interaction, but this thing is not working out for me. I read your book. It's amazing. I give this to my 16-year-old daughter. Yes! Did y'all get y'all copy of the book? It's free, it's free, it's free, y'all. It's in the description box. It's the first link in the description box. Please get your book and read it. Read it. It's just a preliminary. It's just to get you a little wet for the course that I'm working on, because I really want us to be dynamic. Every day, from the moment you walk out your door, somebody's telling you, I don't like the way you look. I think you should do this. Or I think you should look like that. I think you should try this. I think you should stop that. Every single day. So the fight for your authenticity is a never-ending one. From your mama, to your boyfriend, to your colleagues at work, to your associations of all sorts. Everybody's pulling you left and right, trying to dictate to you what they feel you should be. What they feel you should be. When do you have an original thought? I say this all the time. Count how many times you've had an original thought. And when I say original, I mean coming from your own mind, your own head, your own thoughts, not filtered or not seeded to you by anybody else. This is your thought. This is how you think. How much of your thoughts are your own? You have to start monitoring these things, because this is where your misery comes from. You know why you're miserable? You know why you're depressed? You know why you're suicidal? Because you're listening to everybody else. You're listening to everybody else. You're jealous because you're listening to everybody else. You have depression because you're listening to everybody else. You have fear because you're fearful of what other people think of you. It's always outside of yourself. Every problem that you have, every degrading thing you think about yourself is from the outside. Someone somewhere gave it to you. And that's really the bottom line. That's really the bottom line with all of this. How do you get back to wholeness? Honoring yourself. Respecting what you know. Some of you think you don't know things. And you know a lot of things. You just doubt what you know. You doubt your own wisdom. How could you go through an experience, yield a result, and still doubt what it is? But that's what we do. That's what we do. You have no respect for yourself. And this is why things are the way they are, and why things are showing up the way they're showing up in your life. Once you start having respect for yourself, you're going to enjoy life more. You're going to enjoy life a lot more. A whole lot more. It's going to become, it's going to reveal itself as the game that it actually is, because that's what life is. It is a game. It is a game. The forces of nature, the powers that be, the elite. You know, it's funny how things in this life work out, because the most charitable people are the ones with the most money. Those are the ones that you can. Where do you think your college scholarship comes from? It comes from people with money. It doesn't come from people who have no money. These scholarships that you enjoy, the financial aid and all that kind of stuff, comes from people with money. People with money are the ones that build these hospitals, not poor people. Not poor people. So they're killing people on one end and saving them on the other end. That's balance. Now that's balance. They're telling you, the devil tells you what he's going to do, you know. The devil doesn't lie to you. Are you kidding me? The devil does not lie to you. The devil tells you exactly what this is, but he seduces. He'll tell you, listen, this is the price you got to pay for this. But you're going to be elite for a little while, so chalk it up to the game. You're going to have all this money and all this prestige and all this power for a little while. So what's it worth to you? Is it worth the sacrifice? Is it worth your soul? Because that's what you got to give me. You got to give me your soul for this thing. The devil don't lie. If there's anybody, any entity, anything that follows order and balance, it's the devil. It is the devil. You know who lies? Good people. Good people are the ones walking around here pretentious. Uh-huh. Good people that hide behind religion and commandments. You first of all, you need a commandment to do good. So there's already something wrong right there. You need fire and brimstone to be this good person. You need fear of consequence in order for you to exercise this supposedly good being that you say you are. So there's a lot of pretentiousness right there. A lot of good people are liars. It's the bad ones that tell you, listen, I'm not interested in helping you. It's all about me. They make no qualms about it. They lay it all the way out there for you. They don't shirk. They don't change face. People who are self-absorbed and about their business don't change faces, you know. It's the good ones. It's y'all good people. Y'all good people that are wishy-washy. Y'all good people that get up every day and you need a reason to do good. So it's not really in you. It's not really in you. What makes a bad person and why bad people succeed in this world is because they're committed. They're committed to whatever they want. Good people are not sure about what they want. They're not sure. You're in today, you're out tomorrow. You're scared today, you're brave tomorrow. You don't know if you deserve it today, and then tomorrow you're like, well, I think I can, I should. Uh-huh. Good people. You need to take a page out of the devil's book on what commitment and fortitude is. Staying the course, planning and plotting. Because that's what you're going to need to turn your life around. That's what you're going to need. You're going to need some of the devil's attributes to turn your life around. Uh-huh. Yeah. Some of the most pretentious stage play actors I have ever known in my life were extremely religious people. They talk as if they're reading from a script. They talk like if they're on a stage, like for real, literally. Like, how many times did you rehearse that line in the mirror? Is that's because I'm not feeling that that's how you really feel. I feel like everything you're saying is rehearsed. Everything you're saying is what you're trying to convince yourself of. It's not what you really embody. It's not what you really believe. It's what you're trying to convince yourself of. This is the vibe I get when I talk to quote, end quote, good people. Good where? You're not good, you've just given up. You're not concerned about the other person, you're just lazy. You know, and you turn it into, well, you know, I'm a humanitarian. No, you're not. You're scared. Humanitarian? Tell the truth. I'm scared to win. Because if I win, you know, people may not like me. I want to win, but I'm afraid, you know, I might lose the favor I might lose friendships or something. That's what it is. That's what it is. Is being consistent in being happy or good evil? Is being consistent in being happy or good evil? No, I wouldn't say. No, I don't know how. I'm trying to figure out why you would think that was evil. Maybe you have to rephrase the question, because I'm not sure what you're asking. What I'm saying is that people that profess to be good are inconsistent usually, and usually very, very fearful, and they mask their fear and their procrastination and their laziness and their perfectionism behind this thing called being good. Yeah, perfection. You can add perfectionism to that list because perfectionists never finish anything. They never get anything done because they're afraid of judgment. They're afraid of judgment too. So don't admire perfectionists. That's just a fancy word for procrastinators. That's just another fancy label for a procrastinator. That's all. That's all it is. Right? So the question is, what do you want? What do you want? And then the next question is, what are you willing to sacrifice to get it? Because there is a sacrifice or a payment required, right? The devil knows this. The devil, by whatever name you call him, Lucifer, Beelzebub, Sam Hain, whatever you want to call him, the devil doesn't even take something for nothing. The devil wants something from you, but he will give you something in return. You know who wants something for nothing? Good people. Good people expect you to give them without working for things, without have earning it. Good people want the charity, where the devil gives you an exchange. Uh-huh. The devil gives you an exchange. The devil don't want something for nothing. We are negotiating here. And you know the terms up front. It's on you. It's on you. See the difference? You see the difference? So with all of that said, finding yourself, finding who you are means exploring your light and dark side, as they say, what they call it, light and dark, your shadow self. It means exploring and embracing all parts of you. Are you a complete being if you're just happy all the time? No. No. Actually, you're insane. That's a form of insanity. You're only experiencing one emotion all the time. I don't care what it is. You have to be insane. You have to be disconnected consciously. You have to, even with happiness. Although that's something that we have been indoctrinated to believe is what we should be reaching for. That's the ultimate goal is happiness. And happiness of all emotions is so fleeting. You can't maintain it. It's in and out, quick. You can't maintain it. But that's what everyone runs to. That's what all these new relationships. I just want to be happy, and then you get into another relationship, and that one disappoints you. You get into another relationship after that. I just want to be happy. That one disappoints you. Why? Why? Because you're chasing illusions, my dear. You're chasing illusions. I had saw a post on my Facebook, and I'm gonna end with this story. And if y'all have any questions, let me know. But she said that there's a guy that wanted to get with her, that wanted to get with her before, but he wound up choosing another woman. Their relationship didn't work out, and now he's kind of sniffing back around again and wanting to know if she's willing to give it another try. And she said that this has happened to her a few times in her life where she wanted to be with a particular person and he chose somebody else, only for it not to work, and then he wound up sniffing back around again. And she was asking her friends, how they felt about that, what they thought about that. And I chimed in and said, I give the black hat, I give the black hat wisdom, right? And I said, you know how many of us are second choices and don't know it? Second, third, fourth. And don't know it. You just happen to know it. But maybe every relationship that you've been in, you've been a second or third choice. You just happen to know it about this particular one. What is dating? Isn't dating I'm lining them up to see who it is I'm going to pick? What is dating about? I like you, I like you, I like you. I'm not sure, so I'm going to date all of you. I'm going to screw all of you. I'm going to take all of you's money. I'm going to have all of you take me out to eat. And then I'm going to decide, who's the best out of all of you. Whoever got the biggest ding dong, the most money, the most attentive, whatever, that's who I'm going to choose. So what is that about? Is that not the dating process in a nutshell? So you're offended because you know you were a second choice, but how you date people on, the assumption that you are putting them, you're itemizing them based on how you feel, how they make you feel, and you're choosing from there. That's how you date. That's how we all choose. That's how we all choose. So it's you're not diminished in any way because the man went off somewhere, it didn't work, and now he's coming back to see if he can get you. Do you know how many relationships start like that? You just know. You just know. Probably every man you slept with, you've been second. You've been the second choice. We're living in illusions. We're living in illusions. Who's that? Hey, sipping. While you were choosing trust, you're being chosen. Exactly. Exactly. So she was offended by that, and I was like, gosh, we don't know what to be offended by anymore. We're so deep into this illusion of how relationships are supposed to start, how they're supposed to be maintained, how they're supposed to end, or whatever, that we are out of our minds. We are out of our minds. All of you have chosen, and all of you, I can pretty much safely say that all of you have experienced relationships where you've chosen the second. You went for the second choice, not the first choice, for whatever reason, whether it be by default, whether it be because the first one bailed out, or you wound up not liking the first one, or whatever it was. You ended up with your second choice. Some people marry their second choice. Some people have great relationships with their second choice. He's supposed to love you and only you. He's supposed to only be attracted to you, only want to have sex with you. Can you say the same? Women pretend like they're not sexually attracted to anybody outside of their relationships because it's an ego thing with men, and you don't want, we are conscious of not being an embarrassment or not embarrassing the men that we are with. Why is that? Because we're agreeable. Because women for the most part are agreeable. Men are not the same way. Men want what they want. They're not agreeable. And this is pretty much why you find that women are more ahead, appear to be more accomplished and getting more than men now, not because we're better than them, and it's not because we're smarter than them. It's because we're compliant. Okay? We seem to be having an edge because we are more compliant and more agreeable than men are. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. That is what it is. Too much rules? Yes, it's too much. It's too much. Most women, when they choose men, that means isn't their first choice either. No, women are constantly settling. Isn't that what you do all day long, ladies? You're settling for the one who wants you. Women understand that. Because it's usually the second or the third choice that will treat you right. It's never the first one. It's never the one you really want that's going to treat you right. So we understand the concept of choosing the second best or the third best. We understand this is what we do all day long. Why would you take offense to it then? Why would you take offense to it then? Most women are with unattractive men or average looking men. How many men have you been with that actually had six pack abs and look like a model? How many? Huh? How many? So we understand, giving up something to get something else. This is what women are designed to do. Why? Because we're agreeable. Men not so much. Men pretty much are fixed in what they want. And they get agitated and rowdy if they're not getting what it is they want. We in turn we can be understanding about things that we're lacking. We're a little bit more that's it. Men get what they want. Yeah. Sometimes, although let the MGTOW men tell it, they're coming up short. They feel slighted. So, are you saying we should go with our second choice? Yes. Yes. I say it all the time. You want the one who wants you. That's the criteria. Want the man who wants you, because he is the one that's going to treat you well. Not the one you want, the one who wants you. The one who wants you. If you want to play around, if you're looking for something to play around, then you could do the superficial stuff. You could play around and have fun and be turned on and all that kind of stuff if it's just for the moment. But I'm talking about if you're trying to put something together for the rest of your life kind of scenario, you better go after the one who wants you, because men are disagreeable by nature. By nature. So if you got to do a whole lot of heavy lifting, meaning a whole lot of heavy convincing him of your value, if you're begging him to marry you, begging him for a relationship, you're already off to the wrong start. You're going to suffer. You're going to suffer. You're going to suffer. Like I said, because men's nature are disagreeable. Even if they want you, you're going to deal with that. Yet the old woman said, find someone that loves you more than you love them. Hey, the old ladies know this is not a new maxim. It's just that you young ladies feel like there's some new thing going on, and older women are somehow out of touch with today's time. But as I always say, nobody's getting their heart broken in a new way. You're getting your heart broken the same way your grandmother got her heart broken. Nobody's getting their heart broken in a new way. The same old shit. Same old thing. Same old thing. You have to go. Well, I have to go. I'm right behind you, Jazz. I got paintings to ship off and all of that stuff. Oh, let me see if I can show you. Can I show it to you? This is... Oh, man. I don't know if I can turn... Can I turn this around? Hold on, y'all. I want to show you this piece. Can you see her? This is one I'm shipping off right now. Isn't she beautiful? This is a piece I'm getting ready to ship off. And this is actually what they call a giclée. It's a reproduction. It's actually not even the original, but as you can tell, it looks like an original. That's the quality of my reproductions. So if you guys can't afford the original, I'm telling you, I don't do paper stuff. That's not how my prints go. Everything, and actually I painted over that too. So my reproductions look like originals. So you can't afford to get the one of a kind. You can get the second best, because I put a lot of work a lot of work, a lot of energy, a lot of time into my art. Very serious about it. Very serious about healing you. Very serious about this art. This art as therapy. My art is therapeutic. Everything goes, thing fits together. So, yes, I have a website. Let me see if I can write it. I never know how to write it, but it's iloveherart.com. Is, how do I write? Oh, I gotta figure out this how to write on this live chat. But my website, I'm on Etsy too. If you look up my name, Salkis Ray, Salkisre, you'll find my store there. I also have a personal flagship website, iloveherart.com. So you can find me there too. Please, and all the links are in the description box anyway. So the difference from back in the day, heartbreak, no internet, social media, text, new age, Dear John letter, Silk is nice artwork. Yeah, yeah, people break up by text, but I'm talking about the emotions of a breakup is still the same. The vehicle by which they use for it may be the use of technology, but the feeling that you feel when you have a broken heart is the same feeling that your mother felt, your grandmother felt, your great grandmother felt. Same thing. Same thing. So it is what it is. So you guys, I gotta go. I gotta ship this stuff off. I got other stuff I gotta finish. And if you need to speak with me privately, you can also book a session on my art site, iloveherart.com. Get the book. Get the free ebook. The link is the first link in this description box. If you guys haven't grabbed it, get it while it's still free. I'm offering it to you for free. There's no catch. Just get it. And I'm going to be launching some other stuff soon, so stay tuned for that. All right, so that's it for this one. Thank you. Yes, D, check the site. Check out the site. Get you something pretty. Pretty for your meditation room or your bedroom or your office or wherever you want to see some color. I have some fierce black and white paintings also. Real nice. I mean, real nice. If you're a minimalist, you don't like too much color, I got a whole series called The House of Black and White, where it's nothing but black and white with little hints of color here and there. So if you're a minimalist, I got you too. All right, so I'm out of here. I'll check you guys tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace. Yes, Sierra, I gotta leave. I gotta leave you. I gotta leave for now, but I will be back tomorrow. So like up the stream. The link doesn't work.